It's the 76ers coming in from out of town in this one, an interconference game today. Welcome, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. And guys, check it out, Kevin Love. What can we expect here?
And as rebounders go, guys, he is amazingly active on the board, relentless.
Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Rick Adelman. And Doris, what do you have to say?
Kevin, speaking to him about their game plan, he said it is all about taking care of the ball and not forcing anything. He said the one team that beats us more than any other is ourselves. If we get sloppy on offense, then it'll be a very tough game for us to win. It's something I stressed to them before the game. Let's see if they heard the message, guys.
Well said, Doris. Thanks. And important in every game, but early on here, guys, we'll be looking out for how they manufacture opportunities.
Well, I know Coach is worried about their shot selection at times, so I'm not surprised at what he had to say.
Steve, I don't know a coach who doesn't worry about shot selection. You talk about something that riles up most coaches, it's seeing their guys taking bad shots.
Jason Richardson, he's checked in for Evan Turner.
Boy, there were a bunch of problems for Philadelphia last season, and a lot of them stem from the inability to score. Problems on offense typically make it harder for you to defend effectively, but also make it tougher for you on the road, too.
Carter Williams with the bucket. Carter Williams has got 10 points.
Well, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active, be energetic, and react as soon as the shot goes up.
Williams kicks to Barea. Here's the beast. Richardson cover. For three. Barea, no good. And Clark, to the point you made about the 76ers, scoring was hard enough for them at home. But with 20,000 people booing you and playing on foreign rims, Steve, it got that much tougher for him away from Philadelphia.
Well, let's be honest, Kevin. The whole season went down the drain with Andrew Bynum's injury because the team was going to be built around him. And when you can't throw the ball into the low post and you've given up your athletes on the perimeter, now you have no identity. And I think that was the issue for Philly last year. I don't know how they're going to keep this pace up. Both teams on fire here early.
And playing the game on rollerblades, too.
Here's Carter Williams. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. But
Friday, December 13th, Kevin Love and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Now, they didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there. They're dialed in from long range.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. And so in the game for the 76ers, Evan Turner and Thaddeus Young at the forward slots. Carter Williams and Jay Rich in the backcourt. And it's Noel in at the center, locking down the middle. Uses both hands to slam it down. They'd love to get more of those, the easiest 2-point possible. And on a fierce finish.
Yeah, and that's exactly how they're going to cut into the lead, Kevin.
Yeah, that's why they've got to tighten up their D. And I'd be surprised if the defense allows any more free runs to the hoop like that.
Carter Williams with it. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Clippers. Back to Turner. No one near him. And the shot falls short this time.
You know, last year nobody was quite sure of the role Evan Turner would have, but as the season went on, he played his way into the rotation by earning the trust of his coach. I thought he made some good strides in his game.
And Turner, the number 2 overall pick back in 2010. Clark has seen the NBA start him awaiting, but so far, it just hasn't worked that way.
It's still on the horizon for him. You got to remember now, he's only in his 4th year. He's a terrific ball handler, rebounder, 6'7", can play the point forward position for you. The Sixers traded away Iguodala and handed him the reins, and I think sometimes you can do that prematurely. And it'll be interesting to see how Evan steps into that higher expectation role now.
Nerlens Noel, one of those players that has become so valuable in the NBA. Mobile.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Young. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Young's got 10 points. And for Noel, his offensive game is a bit of a work in progress. But I know, Clark, you love his moment.
I certainly do. You know, at Kentucky, they started tracking players' heart rates during practices to measure effort. And they never had to call out Noel in that regard. He's all effort all the time.
Looking at Minnesota, they took the win in their last game against the Detroit Pistons.
It was an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it was on the road. No question, by the way, that it was their offense that carried them.
Steve, I love the way they attacked at every opportunity. They never were on their heels, and eventually that allowed them to pull away.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Thanks, Kevin. The Beast in their last matchup against the Pistons did some really solid work on the floor. He dropped in 17 points and did a good portion of his work from the free throw line as he drew a good number of fouls. This was a big win for him and his team as they snap a losing streak with that win, guys.
All right, thanks, Doris. He's got a lot of positives to take away from that game, clearly, Steve.
Yeah, he played a huge role for them. His contributions are always important, but I thought he was particularly good that night.
Yeah, he was very solid. Just really locked in, engaged, on task. Solid performance tonight.
Martin goes in. Correa rejected by Young. Here's the Beast. The finger roll finish at the bucket. The Beasts got 6 in the quarter. 1:49 left in the second quarter. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Turner gets the screen from Allen. And Turner kicks to Allen. And the layup's good off the glass.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
Correa, the pass to the Beast. Turner with the steal. The drive by Allen. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at the Grizzlies. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And of course, there's Minnesota, 4.5 games behind.
You know, right now for the Timberwolves.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Hello, everyone. I'm Damon Bruce, and the NBA season is really getting into gear. Minnesota is ahead against Philadelphia. They're trying to close in on the 8th best record in the conference. A win here would give it to them. One look at their field goal percentage says it all. They're scoring at will.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
The second half just about to get going here.
What a performance.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. The Beast in its shooting guard. Johnson is out there with Kevin Love. And there's J.J. Barea, and it's Martin in at the 3. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Richardson. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Ouch. Another miss to add to what's been a miserable game for him from the field.
Carter Williams off the pick from Hawes. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Turner. No luck. And Minnesota now the other way. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Philadelphia this year.
Always a little tougher to see how you match up with teams in the opposite conference because you just don't see them very often.
Here's Richardson. And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession. Moment to see how the schedule is looking for Philadelphia. Next game for them, they'll take on the Raptors at Toronto. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Young dishes to Richardson. The 76ers with another miss. Steve talking about the lack of games with reps between these two teams. There's a lot of history between them, and this is their first chance this season to create some, I guess, with one more meeting later on coming up.
You know, that's what we get when it's East versus West, Kevin, but it certainly hasn't detracted from the atmosphere in here. I think, if anything, it's added a little something to it.
I agree. The 76ers trail by 4. He kicks it to Turner. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Johnson. Muhammad comes in for Kevin Love. Corey Brewer is checked in for Kevin Martin. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for J.J. Barea. The shot's good from the Beast.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
That's what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. More of the same. Get it inside.
And Turner kicks to Brown. Buries it down low. .129 left in the third quarter of the game. The pass to the Beast. On the wing, Brewer. Here's the Beast. Three-pointer. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Noel's got 6 rebounds in the game. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
And what stands out from that game, Clark, is that they let a lot of points slip through their fingers at the free throw line.
Yeah, and I think some doubt started to creep in as well when they kept missing their foul shot. Guys seem to tighten up and start alligator arming those things.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, gentlemen,
we've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. He dishes it to Young. Passes it to Turner. Feeds it to Richardson. Lets the three fly. Another miss by Philadelphia.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be. Firmly in control of this game.
Yeah, they have not let their guard down one bit in the paint.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, Marvin Williams and Jay Rich in the backcourt. Evan Turner and Thaddeus Young at the forward slots. And it's Hawes in at center. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
I thought we might see a little defensive adjustment at halftime, but the fast break continues to be effective.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Richardson for 3, gets it to go.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Now Rubio. Back to Love. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got his 9th position in the game now. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Richardson, good.
Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a three-point battle like this.
And count it, 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Heard the whistle and still kept his focus, able to knock that down.
And that is not easy, Steve. I mean, to take the bump, to maintain control of your body, and put it in the hole, tremendous play.
The 76ers trail by 14. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Love the pass to the Beast. Into Pekovic. Soft touch off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 16.
And their field goal percentage continues to climb. They really shot the ball well here today so far.
Yeah, and it's all about quality shot selection, smart shot selection. They've been very patient on offense.
Richardson dishes to Young. Back to Richardson. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Richardson's got 9 points now in the quarter.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc, Mark. It feels like they're finding the holes in this defense.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And here is Carter Williams. He feeds it to Young. He's going up against Love. 11 feet away, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
Timberwolves leading by 13. Rubio outside. The Beast. There's 1:47 left in the fourth quarter. Pekovic can't get it to go. Great D that time from Hawes.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit. You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time.
Pass to the Beast. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. And that's 20 points for the Beast.
And they're getting that lead way up there now. I mean, it should be a stroll to the final whistle from here.
Yeah, this late in the game, it'd be almost impossible for them to blow a lead like this.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard the 76ers coach as he addressed his team. He told them, no holding back. I want 100% effort out there. If you can't give it, ask for a sub. No time to rest now. Let's get after it. Kevin, he wants everything they've got.
And Rubio kicks to Love. He passes it to the Beast. Puts it up from 12. And the shot is long. Philadelphia has gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Shot's good. Here's the Beast. Kicks to Begovic. Defended by Noel. A jump hook. And it's Begovic missing.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
And that's a foul called on the Beast. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. For 3, Richardson. And good on the basket. Book it.
You got to make a defensive adjustment here because he's just destroying them from 3-point range.
Well, even when they've closed out on him, Steve, he's knocking them down.
Well, for the Timberwolves, they can just run out the clock here. Shved, the pass to the Beast. Rebounded by Brown. Here comes Jason Richardson. From deep. They get the rebound. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. How much to be critical of at this win, Clark?
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
So that'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin.
You had 20 points for the game. You have to feel like you played a major role in this win with all of your offensive contributions. Any thoughts on your performance?